Okay, g'day guys, and welcome back to our round one of APA Little Cup. Apologies for the lack of uploads in this lately. I lost the footage for my week 10 game against one of our good buddies, Jason. Unfortunately, that game we did manage to pick up a 1-0 loss, which meant that we were sitting there nervously waiting on a couple of games, but some results went our way and we managed to clinch playoffs, the 8th seed, so we're the lowest seed that could make playoffs with a 6-4 record, which is, I mean, going into the season I was hoping for a bit better than 6-4, but I mean, we're in playoffs now. All we got to do is go 4-0 in playoffs and then I'd be very happy. But round one is against Owen and he is top seed. Finished 10-0 the regular season. Phenomenal record. We did play him earlier in the season, about week 8. As you can see, both of us have slightly changed up our teams from that match. We did pick up a 1-0 loss. It was very narrow, quite back and forth game. I mean, I could have won the game on the spot if I had Aquajet on my Tortuga, but hindsight is 2020. So yeah, we've changed up the squad a little bit. We've dropped Sandy Gas from the team and we've put on a Slugma instead. Slugma was here to basically take hits from mons like the Magby, the Scrafty, the Scraggy and the Teddy Ursa. Throw off some Will-O-Wisps, obviously not to Magby, but throw off some Earth Powers, that sort of thing, to be able to just claim some mons. Then we've got Scarf Crop Brawler on the team this week instead of, I don't even remember what we had there. It might have been Wimpod, I think I had instead. Yeah, I think I had Wimpod on the team instead. But we've got Scarf Crab because Earthquake Spam is really nice versus this team. And once Honage goes down, Close Combat Spam is very nice because his resist is an Abra and that doesn't count as a resist when you've got a base defense of like 20. But yeah, so rest of the sets stayed pretty much the same. We got the same Drowsy, we got the same Cutie Fly. Pawniard, I believe, I actually ran a really cool tech this week. And Pawniard, once it's set up, claimed a few kills with the Rock Polish set. But the only thing is he managed to always revenge that with Abra. Because he had Sash and could just hit me with a hidden power fighting. So what I've done this week is I actually ran Rock Polish with the Life Orb instead. Give us a bit more hitting power. We only really need to take that one initial hit because then Sucker Punch kills a lot of mons or knock off if we're slower. But I did actually run Jewel Chop, which is a 40 base power dragon type move which Pawniard can learn, and it actually hits twice. So if we get set up and he goes Abra to try and revenge us, we can click Life Orb Jewel Chop. That'll actually go down and put us in a phenomenal spot. Really cool tech, I thought. Unfortunately, well, I mean, Owen was never going to see that coming, so hopefully that comes into play in the matchup. But without further ado, let's get into the battle here. Wasting no time, as I've already wasted plenty of time getting this up. Well, you'll see Owen here decides to challenge us, and yes, the big elephant in the room is there is a Miami Nets logo there instead of a Golden State Warthogles. But that's the logo I had when I made this layout, and I know he prefers that one, so that's what we get. He leads with his Swinob, as I lead with Cutie Fly, and I go for Sticky Web. Was kind of concerned at the time about like a Scarf Icicle Spear, but I mean, if he did that, then that's a free setup with Pawniard. So we get our webs up, and those webs are up for the game now. And I don't really switch into this thing well. He goes for an Ice Shard here, as I just gauge a bit of damage. Like, Cutie Fly really, I mean, if you brought the Scarf Scraggy again, Cutie Fly really wasn't that important. But we get a nice chunk of damage off on this mon. It's Priority User, which is out the way for Tortuga. And we go for the Moonblast once again, and we pick up this Swine up here, nice and early, so we are up 5-4, and let's find Swine up and take it off the layout. As he goes into Hone Edge, and last time he didn't have Shadow Sneak, and I have Hidden Power Ground on this, or Hidden Power Fire, so I'm like, I'll fire this off because I don't live anything after rocks anyway. But he does decide to have the Shadow Sneak this week, which Good play on his end. We go into good night here. Earthquake is very free. I didn't really want him to go into any other mon just yet, so I just throw off the Earthquake here. And as you'll see, we actually do a buttload of damage, and it turns out to be a critical hit. And he goes for an Iron Head here, which is actually going to hurt quite a lot. That does so much damage. And I switch out here fearing Shadow Sneak as I go into Unsheathe, start pulling out, because I feel like Crab could be a really nice late game, as he does indeed go for the Shadow Sneak. And you'll see this does a whole 3 damage to us, and that will actually reveal to him that we are not life orb. I go for the knockoff here, fearing the Brick Break or the Secret Sword or whatever fighting move this gets, and I just want to get rid of it. And so Hone Edge has gone down, we lose a little bit of HP, he now sees that we're life orb. He goes into Scraggy. I'm expecting a Scarf set, and right about now I see that the Ponyard is still pretty useful this game if I can get set up. But Slugma's probably our least useful member of the team, so I'm going to switch in Slugma, especially with Rocks up now. He goes for the knockoff, that does a little bit. We don't get the Flame Body here, and Owen's actually going to switch out, which was, I thought, a really weird play, because knockoff probably killed, because we just throw off a Will-O-Wisp in case like we got a real min roll or something, and he goes into the Teddiursa, which is phenomenal for us, because we get really good damage off on this Teddiursa. I mean, not really good damage, we get to cripple this thing, because this thing does not have guts, it has quick feet, so now it will effectively have a choice scarf, and he can hit hard with Facade. His attack is lowered, so Slugma really did its job this game. Although we're down, well, we're not down, it's 4-all now, but I get to go into Tortuga, and I get to click Shell Smash here. And he goes for the Seed Bomb, and I'm like, I know I can live this because you're burned. I was thinking about a Facade, probably put me in juice range because of the boosted power. Close Combat put me in juice range. There really wasn't anything that he could go for that wouldn't. Actually, probably Facade wouldn't because Tortuga's fairly bulky. But we now get back up to full. We have the Shell Smash up, and as you'll see, we're in a phenomenal position now because we do have the Aqua Jet. We click Liquidation, and not going to waste any time, this thing goes down. And so it's now 4-3 our way. He does have the Abra in the back. He's probably hoping that we've forgotten Aqua Jet again. The webs are up though, so this thing won't even outspeed us. We go for the Liquidation. And we bring this thing down to its Focus Sash. As Owen here will click Energy Ball, that's going to do like 10 million. We got the Sturdy intact, which is very important from the Shell Smash, because otherwise we would be in a bit of an advantageous position because, well, the Magby probably has Mark Punch, which can take out our Crip Brawler, but we do take down the Abra here. We got Scraggy, which is going to come out. This thing, if it's like Eviolite and max bulk, it can probably take a Liquidation. But if you watch how quickly this HP bar drops, that thing is a Scarf Scraggy. And Scraggy goes down, and then there's nothing left but this Magby. He's probably got Mark Punch so that he can try and pick this thing off. But we click Aqua Jet here again. Give Tortuga another kill, and that is, I think, like a second Tortuga sweep of the season, which is ridiculous because this mon is like crazy fun to use. It is very hard, you've got to build so much around it. Whoops. We're going to just pause this right here real quick. Sorry about that, that was me switching desktops apparently as I was recording, but oh well. So yeah, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. Now, one thing, I was going to say this at the beginning of the video, but I didn't want to spoil anything. Because this run is so late, you are actually going to be getting round 2 of our APA Little Cup run tomorrow. So we will be doing, as far as I go in the playoffs, you'll be getting a new video every day. And this is partially in time so I can catch up and get my uploads out of the way and get this season done on time. Just something that I'm aiming to do for the upcoming seasons. We've got Academy running at the moment, we've got APA Little Cup. We've got UPO, which I will try and catch up on at one point. I will get API Little Cup out the way first, and then next week we'll probably get a couple more UPO vids once I re-record them and get them all nice and rendered. But yeah, so tomorrow in this video we managed to knock out the first seed. We gave Owen his first loss of the season. It was a nice 4-0 as well. And tomorrow we will be playing Tone for the round 2 playoffs. But as always, until next time, make sure you check out Owen, and his link down will be linked down in the description. He uploaded his site actually on time, so if you haven't seen that already, make sure to go check that out. He also does plenty of phenomenal videos. But as always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.